Breaking news, breaking news. Today we're going to learn some English through an English through news lesson. So let's get ready for some learning and laughter as I teach you some important vocabulary and phrases to help you improve your English. Let's dive into today's story. Okay, so the title of today's story is Fire Tears Through Hong Kong Housing Complex, Killing at least 13 with others reported trapped. Okay, fire tears. So I can tear a piece of paper or something can tear through a room. Okay, the dog can tear through the room by running fast, or as we see here in today's title, a fire can tear through a building, meaning it was very quick. It went through the building and caused a lot of damage and carnage. Okay, when someone is trapped, there is no escape. How horrendous and unfortunate that is to be trapped in a fire. So the squirrel can be trapped in your attic. You can have a roach trapped or caught in your hair. And I shouldn't have that problem because I don't have any hair. So trapped, something that is without escape. Okay. The inferno. So an inferno is a very, very hot fire. Engulfed several high-rise buildings with flames consuming bamboo scaffolding around the towers and thick smoke pouring from windows across multiple floors. So an inferno, again, is a huge fire, very hot, engulfed, meaning the fire covered, smothered. It completely caused it not to be seen. It engulfed, okay? Let's see here. We have another vocabulary word as I'm making a mess. All right. High-rise building. So a high-rise building is a very tall building. We often call it a skyscraper. Okay. When the flames consumed the high-rise building, you can consume something by eating or drinking it, but when a fire consumes a building, it just takes it over. Okay, it completely takes it over. Bamboo scaffolding. So a scaffold, when I went to New York City and you had all of these buildings around, there were metal beams that were near the buildings that construction workers use to get to the top of the building. So here in Hong Kong, they had bamboo scaffolding. And if you look closely, you can see it right here amidst the smoke. Okay. Authorities. Authorities, another name or vocabulary word for officers of the law, confirmed that at least 36 people have died. Wow, that is awful. So when someone confirms, they are basically saying that something is true. So I want to confirm with you that we agreed that we are going to meet tomorrow at 5 o'clock. So I want you to agree with me or make sure this is true, to confirm. At least 36 people have died, including, wow, one firefighter who was responding to the blaze. So the blaze was not talking, but the firefighter was responding to the blaze. In other words, the firefighter was fighting the fire, trying to put it out and rescue people. In the midst of him trying or her trying to rescue someone and tame the flames, the firefighter lost his or her life. What a dangerous job to have. Do you know any firefighters? I heard it was actually a pretty good career path, but as we can see here, it can cost you your life. Dozens more are injured or hospitalized. So a dozen is 12. So 12, 24, or 36 or more people were injured or hospitalized. Hospitalized, taken to the hospital. So if I had a bump or a scrape, I'm just injured. But if I had a broken hand, then I would need to go to the hospital and maybe stay overnight. And hundreds of residents have been evacuated. So those that survived had to evacuate the building. They were told that they needed to leave. You have to find somewhere else to stay because it is not safe here. So they had to evacuate, okay? Many remain unaccounted for. So when something or someone is unaccounted for, you don't know where they are. I gave you $2,000. What happened? I don't know. It's unaccounted for. So you don't know where the $2,000 went? No, it evacuated my bank account. Okay, so when something is unaccounted for, it's lost or misplaced. So for instance, I want you to think that when kids go on a field trip with their school, usually the teachers take count of the number of students. So let's say there are 35 students in the group. And when they get back on the bus, there are 3 people or 3 kids unaccounted for. So they have 32 and they have 3 that they don't know where they are. They could be getting cotton candy, they could be in the bathroom, or they could be lost. Okay? So when something or someone is unaccounted for, you don't know where it is. Many remained unaccounted for, and rescue operations are ongoing as crews work through collapsed scaffolding, falling debris, and intense heat. Okay, rescue operations. So the firemen, paramedics, anyone that's trying to save a life, rescue operations. Red Cross members, ongoing. When something is ongoing, it's continuous. So they started at 7 a.m. fighting the fire, you might say. But it's still ongoing even though it's 7 o'clock at night. So ongoing, it's continuing to take place. Okay? Local authorities have opened temporary shelters for evacuees. Temporary, meaning you can stay just for a little while. Something that's not going to be ongoing is temporary. Okay? You might be in a temporary relationship where I've been married for over 20 years, so we're ongoing. Okay? Evacuees are people that had to evacuate the building. So you might say, thank God Jay was among the evacuees and he did not die in the fire. Okay. Residents, a resident is a person who lives in the apartment. Residents have been urged to stay away from the area and stay indoors if nearby. So when someone urges you, they are making a strong suggestion or plea. Look, I urge you to shut up. Or I urge you to make sure the food is cooked before you eat it. Okay? So to make a strong suggestion, they wanted the residents were urged to stay away from the area and to stay indoors if nearby or close. Closing windows and doors due to air quality concerns from the smoke. So air quality concerns. So because the high rise was on fire, there was a lot of smoke. The air was not clean to breathe. So they were urging people to get as far as away as they could from the building so they could breathe properly. Okay, so they wouldn't take in dirty air. And that would help someone who probably suffered from asthma. Okay, get away from here. We have clean air concerns. Okay, we're wrapping it up. The cause of the fire is still under investigation. Notice, under investigation. So they are trying to figure out who caused the fire or what caused the fire. We're still investigating. Someone ate all of my pie. I need to investigate and find out who was the last person in the kitchen. So you're trying to discover something that you do not know. This tragedy is now one of the deadliest fires to strike a residential complex in Hong Kong in decades. So a tragedy is something very awful. It would be such a tragedy if you did not share my English lesson. Okay? Decade. A decade is a span of 10 years. Okay? A decade, a span of 10 years. So that's going to do it for today's English in the News story. I have reviewed with you at least 8 different vocabulary words, and I've had pretty much a good time doing it. So I hope you have enjoyed today's English lesson. Make sure you turn on those notifications here on YouTube so the next time I do an English lesson or go live, you can be notified. As always, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Please share today's English lesson with someone trying to improve their English. And if you want to show your support, become a channel member. All of that information and my playlists are located down in the description of today's lesson. I hope you join me on my next English lesson. I'll see you then. Have a great day.